Good morning, sir. Ready to get up? Let me get your feet up. How you doing today? Okay. Good morning.
Long-term care is expensive and can wipe you out financially and emotionally. In this video, you will learn why your family needs you to consider long-term care and the planning that goes with it. Welcome to another episode of the Financial Fast Lane. In this channel, we discuss retirement planning topics, specifically for those age 50 and over. I am the author of the Holistic Retirement Planning Revolution, and today we are talking about long-term care. Now, to introduce this topic, I'm going to start with a 3-minute video clip. It's a touching video with an important message. It's actually a commercial that was produced for Gillette razors, but really worth watching, and then I will discuss what we can learn from it.
Good morning, sir. Ready to get up? Let me get your feet up. How you doing today? Okay. Good morning. I remember always looking at my dad's arms like when I was like 8, 9, 10 years old. He had arms like Popeye. He was a tugboat captain, and I so admired his physique. And now it's a different story, you know? And that's just the way it is. So my dad had a stroke, and now he can't get around, he can't walk. And he needs me to help him out. And my son Luke and I have been doing it. And I'd do anything for him. I can give you a really good mohawk. You look like a punk rocker. There's a definite role reversal that happens. I have to wake him up in the morning and take care of him and groom him and shave him and shower him. It's actually an honor to do that for your father, because he did it for me when I was a kid. My dad's got the greatest face. His squishy face is just amazing. He's sort of thin-skinned, and I don't want to cut it at all. So I got to be careful with that face. Like, he'll just say, do this, do that. You got to make sure that you shave my neck down. You got to do my lips up. He was really particular about his sideburns. That's where your sideburns start? Okay. I'm not going to touch your sideburns.
Okay, good.
Okay? How am I doing so far, Dad?
Okay.
You know, it takes me like a half an hour to shave my father, because I have to be so careful.
Tell me what that is.
Okay, I will. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. I love that face. Hi. I'm one of the lucky ones. A lot of my friends my age do not have their dads, and I still have my dad. He always says to me, he looks up at me after I pour love on him for the whole day, and he says, I don't know what I did to deserve you. And I say, Dad, I got you. I got you, Dad.
I think you would agree that that is a touching video, and you can certainly feel the love between the son and the father. Now, that situation, if we really think about it, it's really a remarkable scenario, but it's very unpractical for many people, right? The amount of time required to take care of someone like that full time. Most people are not in a position, or children are not in a position to leave work and take care of an aging parent. And so there's a lot of things that need to be considered. The impact on your children, the financial impact on either spouse or your children, the whole family. So there are many things, a myriad of issues to consider, and maybe you have some personal experience or know someone who has had experience with long-term care needs of a family member. And if there's not a good plan, it can really create a lot of problem emotionally and financially. Long-term care. When these three words are spoken, what comes to mind? Many people associate long-term care with a nursing home. And in fact, long-term care has little to do with nursing homes. So some other words that are used to define long-term care would be extended care, assisted living, custodial care. First, you want to understand the differences between acute illness and chronic illness. Acute impairment results from a sudden event, such as a heart attack, aneurysm, a broken hip, or a stroke. In a lot of cases, the condition, if it's properly treated, an individual can make a full recovery. But on the other hand, chronic impairment is a condition that cannot be cured or fixed and needs to be managed. Most extended care events are driven by chronic illness or chronic impairments that limit a person's ability to get through the most basic daily routines. We call these the activities of daily living, or ADLs. So the 6 physical ADLs would include transferring your ability to walk, get up, get out of bed, toileting, bathing, dressing, eating, and continence. So in addition to physical limitations, there could be cognitive, such as dementia or Alzheimer's. So long-term care is a subject that is on top of mind of many people in America today. While it may be something you're considering for yourselves, another reason to consider it is for the benefit of your family. It is common for people to mistakenly think that they're already covered for a related long-term care event, through Medicare or through Medicare supplements, but they are not. Medicare does not cover custodial care. Now there is Medicaid, but you want to understand some things about Medicaid. Medicaid is not free. If you have qualified funds or low-cost based assets, there is a serious tax considerations. Medicaid pays little or nothing for home care, which is what most people want, or adult daycare or assisted living. Medicaid is of no help in protecting emotional and physical well-being of the caregivers for all of the years that you are at home before you might be required to go to a nursing home. So Medicaid is only going to cover nursing home when you've spent down almost all of your assets. Providing care to chronically ill people often makes the healthy caregivers chronically ill. There are a variety of ways available to possibly remove this potential burden from your family. A long-term care plan doesn't mean that your family is not willing to care for you. It's really just the opposite. Having a good plan allows your family to supervise and to make sure that you have good care, but not necessarily provide all the daily care. Traditional long-term care insurance is what we call a use it or lose it. You pay for premiums for something that you hope you never have to use. It's really outdated compared to some of the newer types of long-term care coverage that are really very powerful and flexible. These newer type of long-term care plans, we refer to them as asset-based long-term care policies or hybrid policies. And they offer a provision that's called a live, die, or quit. So the older type of long-term care offers only a live provision. So if the customer lived and required long-term care, the policy covered the cost. But there are no die or quit provisions. With the asset-based long-term care, there is a die provision. So if you don't end up needing or requiring long-term care, then your beneficiaries receive an inheritance. The asset-based long-term care also offers a quit provision. If a customer chooses to quit the policy, you can actually receive all or part of your money back. So in this way, the asset-based long-term care offers the customer protection as well as a lot of flexibility. So these types of plans have been a big improvement over the older long-term care plans. We don't like to think about it, but as we age, we become increasingly frail. Statistically, 70% of us will need some form of long-term care for either physical or cognitive reasons. Ignoring the risks and rolling the dice can have serious consequences to not just you, but to your family and loved ones, both financially and emotionally. I hope you found this information beneficial. I have a free download in the description below with more information, with some statistics and that you might want to check out. I want to thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.